Hi, and welcome to this week's Torah. In this week's Parsha, Parshas Vayeshev, we are introduced to the argument between Yosef and his brothers. Yosef, who becomes the leader in the end, who becomes the king and the viceroy of Egypt, tells his brothers his dreams. The brothers really take badly to those dreams and think that Yosef is out to kill them, and they try to kill him, and they sell him down to Egypt. And we read about Yosef's travails and his travels in Egypt and his way he made his way from being a nobody to becoming second in command, and how the brothers then come to visit him and how he treats them, and finally they're reconciled. And we read the story, and so many times we think to ourselves, I would have done it differently. I wouldn't have acted like that. And I would have told Yosef he should have done things differently. And I would have said to the brothers they should have done things differently. And I have a better understanding, and I know really how to behave, and they just don't know what they're doing. And I was thinking about this tonight, and I find that so many times people want to get involved and want to help others and want to make comments, when in reality, they don't know and don't have all of the facts. What do we know about Yosef? What do we know about his brothers? The few snippets that the Torah tells us, we weren't there to see the whole story. We didn't see all the arguments. We didn't see all the discussions. We didn't see everything that was going on. We just saw a very small, tiny glimpse, a snippet out of their lives. And already we think we know exactly how everyone needs to behave. We know exactly what everyone needs to do. Who's the good guy in the story and who's the bad guy in the story, and who is right and who is wrong, and who should have behaved better and who shouldn't have behaved like that at all. But you don't know. You've only seen a very, very small, minute amount of what was going on in that situation. So how can you make a comment? How could you really say, I think they should have done this or they should have done that? And so many times we get involved in other people's arguments and other people's discussions, and we think we know better. But how could you know better if you don't really know what's gone on? You've only heard the argument from one side. You've only heard one half of the discussion and not the other half of the discussion. So next time you think of making a comment, thinking you know better, thinking you could do better, and maybe you'd have better advice for them, first sit down and find out if you really know what you're talking about. Do you really have the facts straight? Do you really know what's going on? Are you just making believe that you get an understanding just from seeing a few snippets here and there? Learn the facts. Know what's really true. And then and only then could you maybe try to voice your opinion. But before you really know the truth, you don't know anything. And you don't really have a right to opinion either. Wishing you all a very good Shabbos and a happy Hanukkah.